You are listening to the Special Needs Children podcast with Chitra Iyer. Chitra Iyer is a parent of 24-year-old Shravan Iyer, who has epilepsy, cerebral palsy, and autism. She is the CEO of MFA and has been helping families with life-centered planning to reach their personal financial goals. She is also a trustee of a parent support group, the FFA, Forum for Autism, which was set up almost 2 decades ago. MFA is an organization which was established in 2005 and is working in the personal finance space. They have set up a dedicated practice to help families with special needs children to plan their financial goals and invest for them. The thoughts shared here are as a result of the discussion with parents, caregivers, siblings, and professionals regarding the planning of a person with special needs.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Special Needs Children podcast. I'm Chitra Iyer, and today's episode is quite special as we look into a crucial topic, managing risk through insurance, specifically tailored for parents of children with disabilities. The purpose of this podcast is essentially to empower parents to make informed decisions about insurance for their unique circumstances. While there is apparent lack of adequate insurance options tailored for disabled individuals in India, parents stand as the primary pillars of support for their children. It's crucial to address their unique needs and ensure that they are adequately covered, not just emotionally, but financially as well. I wish to start with the first segment, which covers understanding pure and speculative risks. To put it very simply, let's distinguish between pure risk and speculative risk. Pure risk only results in a loss, such as a risk to life, health, or property. Speculative risk, on the other hand, can lead to either gain or loss. Now let's explore this with a quick test. Which of the following poses the greatest risk? Driving on a highway, participating in an Indian Army military operation, scuba diving, crossing a road, or investing in the stock market. Surprisingly, crossing a road and driving on highways are the top 2 risks, even though the fear associated with them is often lower. It's essential to recognize these risks and understand how to manage them effectively. Moving on to the next segment, which is about managing these risks. Pure risks can't be avoided, but they can be managed. There are 3 ways to manage risks: avoid it, retain it, or transfer it. While avoiding and retaining, for example, crossing the road, might not always be feasible, transferring the risk, especially through insurance, is a prudent solution which is available. Insurance companies play a vital role in accepting pure risk at a cost to us, commonly known as premium. Today, our focus is on pure risk, specifically the importance of having appropriate insurance in place, especially for our families. Basically, we face the risk, but we transfer the loss possible over to an insurance company who will make good this loss to us. Let's begin with the most important one, life insurance. Life insurance isn't just about tax saving or investments. It's about providing for your family's future. Your presence and financial contribution matter. So let's ask some critical questions about life insurance. How much life cover do I have? Is it sufficient to cover all my liabilities and my family's needs? Is my policy relevant? And am I paying the right premium? In this segment, we are digging into a deeply personal conversation, one that speaks to the heart of every earning member, especially to a parent of a special needs child who has a devoted spouse by their side. Being the provider in a family with a disabled child holds a unique set of responsibilities. It's not merely about the numbers on a policy, it's about crafting a legacy of love, security, and unwavering support. Imagine the world through the eyes of your special needs child, their dreams, their aspirations, the challenges they might face. Now imagine your partner, the cornerstone of your family, offering love and care every day. As a provider, your role extends beyond financial contributions. It's about ensuring their emotional well being. If tomorrow were uncertain, would your life insurance cover not just the immediate financial needs, but also the specialized care and support your disabled child requires? Does it encompass the dreams you hold for them and the security you want for your partner? Life insurance in this context is not just a safety net, it's a promise. A parent's promise to continue providing even when physically absent. It's about assuring your spouse that in your absence they won't bear the weight alone. Please evaluate your current life insurance. Does it align with the emotional and financial intricacies of your family's journey? Are you confident it would facilitate your child's unique needs and provide the comfort your spouse deserves? I remember clearly about a child who was in the same class as my son, whose father passed away to a sudden heart attack. His mother, who had to rely on her maternal family for support, financial support specifically, was forced to uproot herself along with her well settled son, who obviously had a disability, out of the city overnight. This incident was shocking for a lot of us parents who could do nothing to help the mother take a decision of her own to stay back where she felt comfortable. A term plan in such a case is a simple yet cost effective life insurance option. This is a pure life insurance cover which is not linked with investments, hence has no maturity value. It only provides for the actual sum insured to be paid to the spouse or the child if you were to pass away during the term of the policy. It ensures financial security for your family in case of this unfortunate event. In the above instance, if the father had taken adequate term plan to address all the needs of his spouse and the child, they could have continued to live a comfortable life without having to hastily uproot themselves to an altogether new financially, that too dependent life. As we conclude this heartfelt segment, remember that life insurance isn't merely a transaction, it's a promise to safeguard your family's dreams. I'd like to move on to health insurance. It's crucial to understand the nuances, exclusions, and claim settlement procedures. Many people underestimate the need for adequate health cover. How much is enough? Would of rupees 4 to 5 lakh cover per person or a family floater cover of 15 to 20 lakhs be enough for the entire family? Let's dig deeper into the landscape of health insurance in India to shed light on the complexities and intricacies that often escape our notice. For families like ours, understanding the nuances of health insurance and Mediclaim policies become not just a challenge but a critical aspect of securing the well-being of your loved ones. The term Mediclaim is often used interchangeably with health insurance in India. However, it's crucial to recognize that Mediclaim policies might have limitations, especially when it comes to covering the extensive needs of families with special needs children. Exclusions related to pre existing conditions, waiting periods, and specific treatments can significantly impact the coverage your family receives. As we know, we're still struggling with getting proper insurance covers for our children. Individuals inadvertently fall into the common pitfalls when it comes to health insurance. Inadequate coverage, lack of awareness about claim settlement procedures, and underestimating the importance of comprehensive policies are pitfalls that can impact the overall well being of your family. Research becomes your greatest ally in navigating health insurance complexities. Understand the fine print, ask questions about exclusions, and seek policies that offer clarity and transparency. Being informed empowers you to make decisions that truly align with the health needs of your family. While claim settlement is the ultimate test of any insurance policy, families with special needs may encounter additional challenges. Ensure your policy covers the specific treatments and therapies required for your child, and be prepared to advocate for your family's needs during the claim settlement process. Today, we have to look beyond a policy like Niramaya that is being offered by private insurance companies for our children. A close family from our support group had to face the challenge of spending a huge sum from their pocket due to exclusions in their health insurance policy. They had failed to read the fine print mentioned and hence not understand policy details. Here it's crucial to take the help of an expert who can guide on such issues regarding complex wordings in the policy and to thoroughly understand the fine print. Against this backdrop of complexities, let's revisit our cover recommendations. Earlier, we were contemplating between 4 to 5 lakhs of individual covers or a floater cover of 15 to 20 lakhs for your family. Your health coverage should align with your financial capabilities, basically, how much premium can you pay, and also the long term goals, which could mean different for various people, various families. One family may state that they want to secure their special needs child's daily needs from their child's age of say 40 to child's age of 80, plus cover their own daily living expenses, plus their vacation expenses, plus the second child's education needs. Another family may say that I need enough just to take care of myself and my spouse in case one of us falls ill, and we would decide to get into a particular class of a hospital, and therefore we would want a certain amount of cover. 5 lakhs will not be enough. I would like to get into the best possible room with the best possible doctors available in my city, and hence the cover would differ from family to family, and this decision needs to be taken by you properly. Hence, evaluate your family situation and choose a health insurance plan that strikes this balance between this affordability and comprehensive coverage. Remember, it's not just about the present, it's about building a resilient foundation for the future. Health needs evolve, and so should your health coverage by enhancing covers. Regularly review your health insurance plan to ensure that it continues to meet the changing requirements for your family. Hence, it's not just about having a policy, it's about having the right policy, one that understands and accommodates the unique needs of your family. Next cover to look at would be disability insurance, which is often overlooked in India, but its importance is undeniable. Considering the additional responsibilities and potential health risks parents may face in caring for a child with disability, disability insurance becomes crucial. It provides a safety net in case a parent faces a disability that affects their own ability to work and earn income. If a parent becomes disabled, it might limit their capacity to provide care and support for their child with special needs. Disability insurance helps in hiring caregivers or accessing specialized services even if the parent is unable to actively participate due to their own disability. Critical illness insurance, on the other hand, provides a benefit once diagnosed. Critical illness insurance typically covers a predetermined list of severe medical conditions such as cancer, heart attack, stroke, and organ transplants. My friend shared her family faced the unexpected when her husband was diagnosed with a critical illness like cancer. She said that when life threw a curveball with her husband's diagnosis, critical illness insurance provided the financial cushion they needed. It wasn't just about medical bills, it was about adapting their lives to a new reality. It complemented their health insurance, offering a different kind of support. So, critical illness is not just a replacement for health insurance, but rather a complement. While health insurance covers regular medical expenses and hospitalization, critical illness insurance provides an additional layer of financial protection for specific severe conditions. Consider disability insurance options, and for critical illness, choose a plan that suits your needs. Finally, let's touch upon property and asset insurance. Many have comprehensive covers for their cars but overlook home and property insurance. Understanding the coverage is key. Property insurance includes sections like fire, burglary, jewelry, electronic equipment, and even personal accident insurance. It's essential to know what each section covers. As we conclude today's episode, do remember that managing pure risk is crucial for the well being of your family. Evaluate your insurance needs regularly and ensure that you have the right coverage in place. In these complex scenarios, seeking professional advice from your financial coach who understands the nuances of insurance can be invaluable. Parents need guidance in understanding their unique needs, exploring available options, and crafting a comprehensive coverage plan. I just cannot emphasize enough the need for all of you to evaluate your insurance needs regularly and to seek professional advice. Join me in the next episode as I continue to navigate the unique challenges and opportunities for parents of special needs children. Until then, stay informed and stay empowered.
You were listening to the Special Needs Children podcast with Chitra Iyer, the CEO of MFA and a trustee with the Forum for Autism. If you find this podcast relevant and interesting, it'll be great if you leave a review, share, like, and subscribe. You can also let us know if there is any specific topic that you would like us to cover. Feel free to email her on chitra.iyer@myfinad.com or you can call her on 98337 85892.